So the Living Shell Trios game mode has turned out to be a blast. I've really enjoyed playing the game mode because it's a pretty nice balance between just normal trios with the addition of the brand new Rev Shell grenades. And today I'll show you some really amazing glitches with the Rev Shell grenades that will let you have a lot more fun with them. First of all, Pathfinder can grapple the skulls. All you want to do is throw it out in front of you and 1 second later hit the grapple. Now if you want to go even faster with the grapple, then wait till it locks onto an enemy and you get launched at much higher speeds. Now I'm sure the enemies won't be too excited when they see a Rev Shell and a Pathfinder hurling towards them. You can also attach heat shields. So in theory, you could create a mobile heat shield to help you move into the zone, or you could just make a giant heat shield peanut. Mad Baggy's tactical can stick to the grenades, which basically gives you a lock-on flamethrower. It's amazing. Probably the best use out of all of them. Now, both Horizon's tactical and ultimate will also stick to the Rev Shell. The tactical will just let you fly with the skull, and it also seems to counteract the recent hover time change because you don't actually get ejected from the gravity lift. I think it's because the gravity lift keeps moving position, so you never really reach the top of it. So instead of getting pushed off it, you stay there until the very end of the gravity lift. The ultimate pretty much does what you expect. But if you throw it on there and then the grenade detects somebody, then you'll have a black hole chasing down your enemies. I mean, who can complain with that? Now, a fun fact with the Rev Shell grenades is that if you hold them in your hand for long enough, then they'll start talking to you. Sometimes they'll even start mocking you.
Don't disappoint me. I know how pathetic you skinbags can be. Still alive, skinbag? Not for long. Better kill someone soon. I'm dying of boredom. You actually gonna kill anyone, or should I?
Who doesn't love a nice morale boost in the middle of your games? Anyway, we still have way more ability combos with the Rev Shell, and now I'm wondering if the devs planned for this to happen, or they just didn't really playtest it that much. Maybe they're not glitches, maybe it was intentional. Because you can also put caustic traps on the Rev Shell, which as you can probably tell would be an absolute pain for anyone who has to deal with that. Not only does the shell deal damage, but now you have a fart cloud chasing you around. What would be worse? Maybe getting chased by an Ash Arc Snare? Because yes, you can also stick them to the Rev Shells, but obviously they don't last super long, so it's probably best to do that if you know your enemies are pretty close. Now let's say you really wanted to hit your enemy with the Rev Shell, or maybe just wanted to give them a bit of friendly cover. Well, you can also do that because you can put Gibraltar's Dome Shield on top of the shell, which would also stop the enemies from shooting the Rev Shell, so they wouldn't even be able to break it. Or like I said, it could give them a nice bit of cover. I actually only just discovered this one while making this video. It turns out you can put Octane's jump pad on the Rev Shell. The easiest way is to just aim it straight down and then throw your ultimate immediately, and you'll have a jump pad and you can bounce to your heart's content. I'm so glad this one worked. This is a cool one because Sear's ultimate also works. So not only will the Rev Shell track one enemy, but any enemies around it you'll also see as well. Fuser's knuckle clusters do also attach to the grenade, however when they start to go off they just kind of float in midair and they no longer follow them. Next up, I didn't expect this, but you can put Catalyst's trap on top of the grenade and it will just stay there the entire time and float around with it. But I don't really see this serving too much of a purpose, as once the grenade's close enough it will end up blowing up anyway. And finally, you can attach Ballistic's whistle, and of course it will explode on impact, meaning you'll have the bubble flying around with the skull, which will overheat anybody that it touches. So there you go, an absolute ton of glitches that work with the brand new Rev Shell. Or you know what, maybe it was intentional because these are all super fun. So let me know in the comments which one's your favorite, and go have fun out there. I'll see you in the next one, and subscribe.